The entire restaurant fell silent when the manager pointed to the door and told the young waitress to leave immediately. In her arms, a tiny baby began to cry softly. Customers watched the painful scene unfold, but no one spoke except one quiet man sitting in the corner, a man whose next decision would change everything. The dinner rush at the restaurant was always intense. Plates clattered, customers talked loudly, and waiters hurried between tables carrying trays filled with steaming meals. Among them was Emily, one of the most hardworking waitresses in the entire place. Emily arrived early every morning and often stayed later than anyone else. She moved quickly, smiled at customers, and never complained even when the work became overwhelming. But few people knew the quiet struggle she carried outside the restaurant. Emily was a single mother. Her baby Noah was barely 6 months old. Most days, she managed to leave him with a neighbor who watched children in their apartment building. But that evening, the neighbor had suddenly fallen ill. Emily had searched desperately for someone else to help, but no one was available. Missing a shift meant losing money she desperately needed for rent and food. So she made a difficult decision. She carefully placed Noah in a small carrier and kept him in the staff room during her shift. Between serving tables, she would quickly step in to check on him. Most customers never noticed. Emily worked twice as fast, determined not to cause any problems. For a while, everything seemed fine, but babies have their own timing. Halfway through the dinner rush, Noah began to cry. At first, it was soft, then louder. The sound drifted through the kitchen and into the dining area. The restaurant manager, Mr. Harris, immediately stormed toward the back. "What is that noise?" he demanded. Emily rushed to the staff room and gently lifted Noah, rocking him carefully. "I'm sorry, sir," she said quietly. "My babysitter got sick today. I didn't want to miss my shift. I'll keep him quiet, I promise." Mr. Harris's face hardened. "This is a restaurant, not a daycare," he snapped. "I understand, sir. Please, just tonight. I really need this job." But the manager had already made up his mind. "If customers hear a crying baby, it ruins the experience," he said coldly. "You should have stayed home. Pack your things. You're fired." The words hit Emily like a storm. Her hands trembled as she held Noah close. Around them, several staff members watched in silence. A few customers nearby had also heard the conversation. Emily's eyes filled with tears. "I've worked here for 2 years," she whispered. "I've never missed a shift." "Then you should have thought about that before bringing a baby to work," Mr. Harris replied sharply.